If you would like to make a lot of money selling online courses, there is a method to it. There are a lot of videos that you may see on YouTube where people talk about very surface level concepts. But in this video, I'm going to go deep and share with you not one, but 11 different ways on how you can actually sell your courses. There is not one approach to the game. There are multiple approaches to the game. I've been able to build a multi-million dollar information business, not just selling courses, but also coaching along with courses. And I've been able to build like recurring income streams into my coaching business model, which not many people are doing. Course sellers on Coursera, Udemy, and all these different platforms, they really don't make much money. Number one, they may have many students, but two is they have to really look for new customers every single month. Whereas if you're able to have a few number of people paying you repetitively, that's going to create a cash flow in your business. So take notes right now, because this information here has the potential to change the game, and you will be learning how to make a lot of money selling courses. Hey there, Siddharth Racheki here. Welcome to this particular video. And before I even get started, just hit that like button on this video, because that will trigger the algorithm to give you more of my videos in the future. And if you know my videos, I don't beat around the bush. I like to get straight to the point, and I like to give the best value of information in a very short span of time. Okay, so take notes. So what's the topic here? How do you really sell courses in the best possible way? And for this, I'm going to be covering these different aspects in the video. Okay, number one is I want to teach you how to attract the right audience. There is a pre-framing strategy, which is what I'll be covering in this video. Then I'll tell you about how do you generate quality leads. From that pre-framing exercise that you do, how do you get the right kind of people coming into your lead system? And then how do you convert those leads into sales? How do you get the sales of your first course? And there are 11 different approaches to that, and that's what's the main part of the video. And then number 4, I'll talk about upselling. How do you upsell your courses to create additional revenue streams so that it makes your business more sustainable? And finally, number 5 is I'm going to share with you, the magic strategy on how all of these dots really connect and make it work. Okay, now, just to let all of you know, I have more than, at this point when I'm recording this video, over 14,000 paid customers who have bought my course. And just to show you, check this out. On my Trustpilot, I have more than 3,700 reviews at 4.9 star rating of my customers who have said stuff, who have really given like comments like this. I just completed the product vision and they got blown away by this. And look at this, the top learnings of Karuna, top learnings of Gautam, and a lot of my students are able to get phenomenal life transformational experiences inside my community and my courses, because it's not about what I teach, it's about the way I teach it. Okay, so there's a very fine point over there. And if you want to learn about how to create courses, that's a different video. You may see that in the description below. But this particular video here is about how do you sell your courses. Okay, how do you really generate those kind of predictable sales that are coming in. So let's come to the first part, which is the pre-framing strategy. Okay, now pre-framing there are two aspects to pre-framing. One is using long form content and using short form content. What is pre-framing? It's nothing but warming up your audience, where you can establish a trust and a likability with your audience and resonate with them even before they get into your funnel. Okay, like these videos that I post up on YouTube, it's for that purpose. It is for me to establish a relationship with you. If you still do not know who I am and this is the first time you're watching my video, you want to get to know more about me, this is where the relationship is established first. Okay, it's to pre-frame. Pre-framing is to really set the context with your audience on what you stand for and if you're really delivering value or not. And then if you are really interested, then you'll come to, you'll get into my other systems that I'm actually going to share towards the end. Okay, so before you even start selling your course, you need to have a proper strategy comprising of long form content and short form content. Okay, now in long form content, I prefer podcasts and YouTube. And when I did a survey with my audience, I came to know that a large percent of my audience, they buy my courses just by watching my videos. And a substantial percentage of people who buy my courses listening to my podcast. See, if you look at reels and other stuff that's happening on Instagram, very short form content, biteable sizes content, you can't really establish a deep impact on your audience. You can attract attention, but you cannot impress your concepts in a very powerful way. And for that, you need long form content. Like what I'm doing right now, the reason I'm recording a longer video for this particular concept is because I want you to understand what I'm here to give you. Okay. So, and second part is the short form content. I'm talking about Instagram Reels, Facebook, doing posts on LinkedIn, and you have many of these Instagram influencers, Twitter influencers, and other influencers. Okay. So number one is your pre-framing strategy is, if you go and look at my YouTube channel, I have tons of interviews. I've got tons of videos like this where I share for more than 15-20 minutes in-depth information solving specific problems of my target audience. So your pre-framing strategy as an expert, before you even go and start selling courses, is to make a list of all the pain points that your audience is actually experiencing and convert those pain points into long format videos like this. And once you create long format videos, long format podcasts, then you create short form content to get them to the long form content. Now, if you go and see on my Instagram handle, I've got a lot of posts happening even on Instagram, but Instagram acts as a teaser so that people watch that post on Instagram and they check out that, let's say if I'm posting an image and I give them a link which they cannot click, but it's on the image, they come to a long form content. They come to my YouTube video or to my podcast. Okay. And then once they consume that information, they get warmed up and they're getting pre-framed. And then I can take them to the next stage of the journey, which is the lead generation stage. Okay. Now, if this makes sense, just type awesome in the comment box. Okay. Just type awesome if this first principle itself has made sense to you, because you cannot go out there without, warming up your audience. Like big brands like Gary Vee and, all the big names that you see, they are pre-framing their audience like crazy. The first time you would have seen this video, like, who's this guy? Then second time you saw him, third time, fourth time. By the time you came to this 50th, 60th video you saw, you are completely bought into his concept. You know who he is. And then he's sharing so much of volume of content. So when he launches some shoes or some kind of a NFT, right? People are ready to go and buy that. This is a very important piece of the puzzle. Okay. Most people, they neglect this and they just want to go and start to sell directly through webinars and stuff like that. But that comes much later. Next step is you got to generate leads. Now, for what reason are people going to give you their name and their email? There could be only three reasons. One is maybe you want to give them a PDF guide. Okay. And let me show you this. Now, this is an example of the kind of guides that I'm creating for my own community. If you go to siddharthrajshekhar.com/ultimate guides, I have written ultimate 10,000 word guides on all these topics: how to become a digital coach, how to make more money through webinars, how to have more freedom through automation, and all of these. Like if you go and look at any one of the guides, say just the guide on affiliate marketing, if I go into it, it's a pretty long guide where people can download the PDF and it's a detailed post. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. And people spend at least 1 to 2 hours consuming this guide. And this is one of the strategies. Okay. So I also drive traffic into these guides and people are able to download these guides. So that's one of the ways that I'm able to generate leads through high value content. Now, the second way you can generate leads is through to bring them into a live learning experience. Now, this can be a live webinar, a 2-hour webinar, or a 4 to 5 hour workshop, or you can even do like a 5-day, 6-day WhatsApp class. Okay, webinar, workshop, WhatsApp class. There are like different methods over there. And the key here is once you're able to give them a live experience, you engage with them, you answer questions, you deliver value at a very minimal price point, at the free webinar or paid webinar. I'll come to that later. Then you can offer them your course. Okay. The third way you can actually bring them into your system where you sell your course is through a one-to-one consulting. So if you're a relationship coach or relationship expert, what you do is you provide a free strategy session. They come into your session, you offer the strategy, and then you sell your course, or you sell like a in-depth coaching session, which also has course along with it. Okay, there are 3 approaches to generating leads. Now, when it comes to sales, these are the 11 different sales funnels, and just want all of you to keep this in mind that there is no one path to achieving results. There are many ways to approach it. So please understand. Once you go through these 11, you can pick and choose whichever you want. Okay. And all of these are 11 different ways that you can monetize your expertise and by selling courses. The first one is you can do like a direct sales funnel. You want to sell a course, very simple stuff. You drive traffic, either free or paid traffic, get them to a lead capture page. Then you directly make them buy the course and then they access the program. This is what I call as a direct sales funnel. Okay. All of you just type direct sales funnel in the comment box. Okay. So this goes into your head. The second approach you can take is you can do like a book launch funnel. So let's say I'm an author. I've also written a book called You Can Coach. You can see that at the back. And if you've not picked up that book, pick it up. Okay. Go to youcancoach.com. Now in that book, I share a lot of concepts. All of these funnels are already there. But let's say if I was going to be doing like a free chapter from the book, I drive traffic, I give away a free chapter from the book, And then I give them a pre-framing bonus course, like a free course, which is not the main course, but it's a very simplified version of the course. And then in that course, invite them to my live webinar, and in the live webinar, I make them buy my main course. Okay. So this is a multiple stages, but you can see it incorporates traffic generation, pre-framing, as well as the conversions. This is what I call as the book launch funnel. All if you just type BLF in the comment box. BLF is book launch funnel. The third funnel you can approach is the WhatsApp or the messenger class funnel. Many people are doing this, okay? So you drive traffic into a lead capture page, you make them buy some kind of a ticket or say some kind of a training fee, 199 rupees, 299 rupees, 499 rupees, in very not too expensive. Then get them into a WhatsApp group and you give them assignments, give them videos every single day, invite them to a 2-hour session or 1-hour session. And then on the 5th day or the 6th day, then you sell the program. Okay, it's nothing but a product launch formula. You know, if you know what's product launch formula, if you've been in the internet marketing game for a long time, you know that it's a strategy that many marketers have been using it for years. But it is delivered through a messenger class model. Okay, so this is the messenger class model. Okay, all of you just type MCF, messenger class funnel. Number 4 is you can sell your courses using the live webinar funnel, and this is my favorite funnel. Okay, and I'll tell you my funnel is actually number 11, which is my hybrid funnel. I'll tell you about that. So you drive traffic into a lead capture page, they come into a free webinar. In the free webinar, you educate them, engage them for 2 hours, and then they make the payment, and then they buy and they get access to the product. Okay, this is the 4th funnel. Okay, LWF, or if you type LWF, live webinar funnel. Number 5 is the paid webinar funnel. So you drive traffic, they come to a lead capture page, and then you make them buy a webinar ticket for $199, $299, $499, whatever may be the price point. They attend the live webinar and then they actually buy a product. So in this particular funnel, you'll notice that the show up rate will be much higher because they're paying for something, and even the conversion rates will be higher. Okay, so as compared to a free webinar, you'll see better conversions in this, but you got to work out the math. Okay. Number 6 is what I call as the high ticket funnel. Okay, so you want to sell like a high ticket course for like $2,000 and $5,000 and above, then this is a better funnel to use. So you drive traffic, they come into a lead capture page, and then they come into a value video where you give them more value. Okay, they watch a value video, and then below that video, you put them into a type form where they answer different questions and qualifying, disqualifying questions, and only those people who are qualified, you make them book an appointment on a system like Calendly. Okay, they book an appointment, and you're going to be speaking only with people who are qualified. Okay. You get on the strategy call, and in that strategy call, you close a deal and sell your high ticket course, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 course. Okay, really works well for high value products. So a slightly different approach. Number 7 is the 1-day live event funnel, what I call as the 1-day event funnel, 1-day boot camp funnel, you can call it. So they buy tickets, a 99 rupee ticket, they get into a group, VIP group on WhatsApp or Telegram. And then they come for a 1-day event, a whole day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And at the end of that event, you sell them your course. Now, what else you can do is you can do a 3-day event. Let's say you're selling a super high ticket product. I'm talking about $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 and above, those kind of products. You can drive traffic, get them to buy a 999 rupee ticket. Okay, or it says in the range of $15, $20 ticket. Then after they buy the ticket for that event, they get into a VIP group, 3-day event. And on the day number 3, you actually sell them a super high ticket course at the end of that. Okay, now there's another approach that you can take. Number 9 is the 1-day summit funnel. Now the summit funnel is slightly different. This is where you have multi-speaker summit. Multiple speakers are coming. You drive traffic, get people to come into that event either for free or for some very nominal price point. And let's say you have like 5 or 10 different speakers over there. Each of the speakers, they deliver value for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then at the end of their speaking slot, they come, you send them to an exclusive 3-day event with each of those speakers. Okay. So here, this is a multi-speaker event. This 3-day event is only with one of those speakers. And then over there, you sell your high ticket course. Now you can even drive them into a webinar. You can drive them into a seminar. You can drive them into a 3-hour workshop also. Number 10 is one of my favorites, which is my automated webinar funnel. Okay. So I drive traffic into lead capture. They get into an automated webinar running 24/7. And then at the end of that webinar, people also click on the payment button and they go and access the program. I've got tons of sales just through automated webinars. And in some cases, people think that I'm live, but I'm actually not live and I'm still generating sales. Okay, so this is ultimate freedom if you actually think about it. And my funnel is actually the hybrid funnel if you look at it right now. So I'm driving traffic, I capture the leads, and as soon as I capture the lead, I put them into a Facebook group. Okay, so I have my VIP group on Facebook, and in that VIP group, I nurture people. I add like case studies and different kinds of stuff over there. And from that Facebook group, I invite them to my live webinar. Now, before they come to the Facebook group, I also send them an email saying that, hey, I have an automated webinar. Go and check it out. Like an automated orientation. I call it like a pre-webinar orientation, which is 45 minutes. And when people go and watch that orientation, they get some people directly buy in that orientation itself. And in case they do not buy in that orientation, they come to my live webinar, which is for 2 hours, and then they buy my product and they access the program. So it's a slightly different approach where I've incorporated elements of the group strategy, the automated strategy, as well as the live strategy to maximize the efficiency of my overall campaign and my ad spends and stuff like that. Okay. So if this is mind blowing, just type mind blowing in the comment box. And right now I just shared with you easily over $5,000 worth of information just in the last 15 minutes. Okay. Because I've tried and tested many different strategies over the last 10 years. And these strategies which I'm sharing are the proven ones. And you can pick any one of these to launch yourself with. But the key here is pick one and make it work for you. And the one that's working for me is like the hybrid funnel right now. So now that I've covered the pre-framing process, I spoke to you about the lead generation, process, as well as all the different ways that you can actually sell your product. Let's talk about number 4 is how do you upsell? Upselling is also a science and you got to really engineer this. And I've got like 3 methods that I follow. Okay. And once you come into my community, I will teach you more about the nitty-gritties on how to deploy this into your own knowledge business. Okay. Number 1 is you can do weekly mastermind. So every Thursday I do a mastermind in my community. I answer questions. I set the code of honor. I invite new people coming into my world. So every week it's like a weekly call that happens for 90 minutes. And in that weekly call, after I finish explaining all the stuff, then I ask people, how many of you would like to know more about my next level programs? And a lot of them, they want to know about it because of the value I'm able to deliver in that Thursday sessions. And then what I do is I give them a special link where they can go and buy my gold membership, my diamond membership level. So if you do not have an upsell process, and if you just have like a 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupee product, okay, I'm talking about in rupees or just $100, $200 product, you will not be profitable. Okay, you got to have your higher levels of programs and at least 3 levels of programs. 2 is monthly hackathons. So what I do is I actually run like a monthly event in my community to help them complete my courses. If you're just selling your courses, you'll not have a very good completion rate. But if you're able to add a layer of gamification into it, and you make people complete their different assignments and point them back to go and watching your courses every single week, it does 2 things. Number 1 is it helps them implement the knowledge. 2 is they get warmed up even more within the community. And 3, it helps them buy your products more. Okay, it helps them buy your 2nd and 3rd level programs. And number 3 is you need to also have like a 3-stage gamification in terms of rewards. Okay, so I have like a different reward that I give people when they achieve the first milestone, which is the Freedom Finisher Award. Then we have a Hall of Fame Award and we have a Crore Club Award. And as they go through these milestones, they realize that they need to upgrade their knowledge. And if they have to upgrade their knowledge, they got to upgrade their package inside my community. Okay, so these are the 3 different ways that I'm actually gamifying myself, and I'm able to generate more sales from my courses in multiple levels. And finally, do you want to know what is the magic behind me being able to sell multiple millions of courses without any office? I only have 2 to 3 employees working for me. I've been able to efficiently optimize all of these systems using automation, delegation, outsourcing, and stuff like that. And here is the magic. Let me tell you this. There are 2 points. Please take note. Don't sell courses. That's the magic. Don't sell courses. Then what do you sell? When you're going out there and you're saying, okay, go and buy my course, you're telling people that you'll be just one among the crowd. Sell memberships. Because when you sell memberships, you'll be able to create recurring income streams for yourself. Okay. So I have a recurring income stream model, like I have my diamond membership, where people invest at least $1,500 to $2,000 in a year. Okay. And I have like hundreds of people who are at that particular level. And you know what's the best part? Is when you sell memberships, you don't need to chase after new customers every single month. If you have 1,000 customers paying you 1 lakh rupees per year, I'll repeat that. If you have developed a course where you have 1,000 customers on a membership where they're paying you 100,000 rupees, okay, per year, that is a 10 crore per year business, 1 crore per month business, which will give you freedom. Okay. So you don't have to have millions of followers and millions of students. If you have the meaningful students who value what you're offering and are willing to pay you every single month as a renewal, and you're able to create the community experience, that is the better thing to do. So do not sell courses, sell memberships. And if you would like to learn exactly how I've done this, okay, here's a link. If you want to learn how I built my multi-million-dollar course business, go to sids.co/live and register. And I want to actually meet you live in my next webinar where you will see for yourself. In fact, I'm going to open up all the systems and show you exactly how I have engineered this entire process. Okay, this information, what you're learning, is not something that everybody talks about. Okay, because I do things in a very, very different way. All the typical course creators talk about very typical knowledge, but the results here are atypical. They're not typical, and that's why you need to actually come into my system. And if you want to bypass the webinar thing and come straight into my community, you want to join my community, go to sids.co/join, and you can directly join my community, which is the world's largest community for trainers, coaches, and speakers, with over 14,000 plus members as I'm speaking right now. And I have like over 60,000+ people who are learning on my learning management system, who have a login and password, who are accessing various different courses of mine. Okay, so go to sids.co/join, and I look forward to serving you and supporting you inside my community. And if you're already a part of my community, share your biggest learnings and takeaways from this video below in the comments. If you would like to win a free book, a free copy of my book, You Can Coach, in our next Inner Circle call. Cheers, God bless, and go out there and start making a lot more money selling your courses by implementing whatever I've shared here. If you have to go through this video multiple times, watch it a few times, because then you will see the difference in your business. All the best. Bye-bye.